Hello, and welcome to tonight's live coverage of Davison Cardinal Volleyball. Tonight's game is brought to you by DTV Sports.
Good evening, Davison, and welcome back to the third Davison Varsity Girls Volleyball game that is home, and we are playing the Flushing Raiders tonight.
Right you are.
I'm Ethan Hall.
And I'm Tony Campbell.
And we'll be commentating tonight's game.
It ought to be a good one. After last year, Flushing was ranked 4th in the state.
Yep, they were seeded 4th in state last year, and they beat North Branch, which is an extremely good team in the regionals and playoffs last year. However, they didn't progress any farther than that. But they'll be playing Davison tonight, our home team, who has a Big 9 record of 2-2. I'm eager to see how this goes down. JV came really close to beating the Raiders tonight. They played into the third game, and I believe the freshmen lost to the Raiders also. All right, so the girls are in their huddles, getting ready for the game.
An advantage that Flushing has is their height.
Yeah,
they're 4 players over 6 feet tall.
Not quite sure what they have put in the water, but
It's got to be working.
It is. We need to get some of that here in Davison.
Yes, we do.
I believe our tallest player is Brooke Friesen, a.k.a. Brooke House, number 10 for Davison. You see a lot of hitting and blocking from her this evening.
Yes, you will. As Davison comes out of their huddle now.
And the officials take the numbers and they get ready for the game.
After a little bit of a shaky start for the girls team, I think they've got back on the right path to winning, and I think they're going to make it a pretty good season.
Yep, they made a lot of changes this year in the way the girls play together. I know they moved a lot of people around, and they've been working on their communication, which is a big problem, but it seems like they've surpassed it, and they're doing pretty well.
In their huddles now, pumping each other up.
Girls' sports are always full of a lot of spirit.
Yes. I don't know why. Just a lot of cheers.
Especially softball. Softball and volleyball.
Yeah. Clapping, too.
All right, so Flushing Raiders, number 6 for Flushing. Jennifer Hurren will be serving first. All right, the players get situated. Number 6 serving. Nice floater right across to Elise Millard. Lynstein now sets up Lindsay Fulton, and Lindsay Fulton hits it right into the pocket. Lindsay Fulton's actually from the JV team, and she's playing this evening and substituting for a varsity player. We'll see a lot of good blocking from her and hitting. Yes, great hitter for JV. All right, number 10 sets it up to 12 and over. Right to the libero, Elise Millard. Lynstein now sets up Mallory Rivard and just past the out of bounds. So that will bring the score up to tied up 1-1. Number 3 goes in for 13 for the serve. Number 3 is Meredith Wheatley from Flushing.
Here she is on the serve.
She's only a sophomore. Nice serve. Lauren sets up Lindsay. Lindsay out is blocked, and Elise tries to dig it, but it goes under the net instead of over.
There's that height advantage again.
Yep. see a lot of good blocking. Number 3 hits it right over. Lindsay Fulton puts it up. Lauren Steinhaus sets up Brooke Friesen, and Brooke House right in number 3. She digs it up. Number 2 sets it up to number 12, and it's over. He blocked it, hit Bronte Rudzinski's hands, rolled right down. No one could get it up, but it's another point for Flushing, bringing the score 1-3, Raiders. Number 3 hits it over. Friesen returns.
Sets to the
Right
Brooke
over.
House, and it is
Nice hit right on the line. It's called in, and it brings the score up to 2-3. And net serve Davison, so Flushing will get the point. Number 10 for Flushing, Rachel Hamblin. She's also very tall, 5'10". She's a senior at Flushing High School. Serve. Nice floater right over to Brooke Friesen. She sets up. Steinhaus sets it up. Brooke Friesen tips it over to number 10. Number 2 sets it up. 12, nice hit right over. Lauren Steinhaus tries to return it, but it goes right past her hands.
number 12, Whitney Heaters.
Great hit. And
It looks like we're going to have a replay.
right after this play. All right, and Lauren Steinhaus sets up Brooke Friesen. Nice
Oh.
over. They try to block it. Number 11, number 12 are unsuccessful, right past their hands. All right, so number 7, Bronte Rudzinski, a sophomore at Davison High School, is serving. Right for number 6. Number 10 sets up 2. Nice hit, but blocked.
Great block by Mallory
Rivard.
Rivard.
Mallory hits it back over. Nice hit by number 2. Aubrey
Ooh.
Moore goes for it.
Bit of a shank off Bronte there.
Nice try. All right.
Number
scores-
15
Yep.
for Flushing,
Kelsey Cox,
coming into the game now.
6'2", and a senior at Flushing.
Number 12, Whitney Hears on the serve right over the net. Sets to Brooke, and Brooke comes in.
Right into the pocket by Flushing, to giving them a point, and we will have a replay on that last play. Here's that replay. Brooke Friesen sets Lauren Steinhaus sets her up. Brooke Friesen with a nice tip. Sets her up. Nice hit. Right past Lauren Steinhaus.
Right in the pocket. Nobody could get to it.
All right, Lauren Steinhaus sets up Brooke Friesen. She tips it over right into a pocket. The pancake that, but they couldn't get it up good enough. Number 10. Nice try. So point goes to Cards. Score is now 4-7, Raiders. Allie Dowdle, freshman, the only freshman on the team, actually, serving, number 6. Nice hit. They tip it right over, but number 6, Allie Dowdle, returns it. All right, 11 with a nice hit. 14 gets it up. Point goes to Flushing.
Davison touched net there.
If you've noticed, a lot of the players, especially on the Raiders team, because they're so tall, a lot of them wear braces. Most of them wear ankle braces. 'Cause I think the taller players are more susceptible to getting ankle injuries. All right, number 6, Allie Dowdle sets up Brooke Friesen. Nice hit, beautiful hit. Number 1 for the Flushing Raiders. Emily Ryder.
The libero.
Right out of bounds. Yep, she's the libero for Flushing also. So point goes to Flushing. Score is now 5-8. Raiders are up. Number 10, Brooke Friesen, nice jump serve, right over. A little
Just
too
a bit
far.
out.
A little too much power. Goes right out of bounds.
Number 2, Ashley Horan serving right over the net for Flushing.
Nice return by Elise Millard. Nice up. All right, number 2 sets up. 15 with a nice hit. Right on the line. Point goes to Flushing Raiders. Score is now 5-10. Raiders. Number 2 serving once again, Ashley Horan. Nice serve right to Lindsay Fulton. Ellie Dowdle sets up Lauren Steinhaus. Nice hit, Lauren Steinhaus. Number 2, the set. 13 with a beautiful hit. Right to Brooke Friesen. Ellie Dowdle sets up Brooke. Nice hit, but blocked by the Raiders. Point goes to Flushing Raiders. They had all three of their tall players up there.
2 of them. One of them wasn't one of
Yeah.
the 6-footers, and still.
She's still extremely tall. I believe she's 5'10" or 5'11". All right, Allie Dowdle sets up Lindsay Fulton. Lindsay Fulton with a little bit too much power, which can be expected.
First varsity game.
Yep.
Little nervous.
Number 2, Ashley Horan serving once again right into the net. Point goes to Davison. Score is now 6-12.
Just can't afford to make those little mistakes against a good team like Flushing.
All right, number 6 will go in. The serve for Flushing Raiders.
Number 6, Jennifer Herand. Another sophomore on the varsity team.
Beautiful serve right to number 8. Ellie Dowdle sets up Lindsay Fulton. Lindsay Fulton, a little too much power again.
And our own cord boy, Drake Morgan, gets hit in the face.
All right, and the teams will now go into timeout.
Flushing leads 14-6. The Cards are going to have a pretty big deficit to come back to try to win this one.
I think they can do it, as we've seen from our other home games. Seems like they always seem to pull it off in the end. They
They always
start off
find a
pretty
way.
weak, but then they finish strong.
Got to replay the last play coming up.
Girls come back out onto the court now. All right. Flushing gets situated. All right, number 6 for Flushing, Jennifer Herand will be serving. Nice serve, floater right to Brooke Friesen. Ellie Dowdle sets up Bronte Budzinski. She tips it over right to number 10. Number 2 sets it up for Flushing. 12 with a nice hit right into the pocket. Point goes to Flushing, giving the score 6-15 Raiders. The height on the Flushing team is definitely their biggest advantage.
For sure.
Nice up by Brooke Friesen. Number 2 sets up 12, right to Brooke Friesen. Nice return. Ellie Dowdle sets up Brooke. Beautiful hit. Number 2 sets up 12. Nice hit. Brooke Friesen hits the ball, but she shanks it right off the knuckles.
Shank's never a good thing.
It's true. Since that does mean that it goes out of bounds.
Yes.
All right, number 6, Jennifer Herand will be serving again for Flushing. Right over, barely over. Brooke Friesen tries to return it.
And shanks it again off her knuckles.
Goes right under the net. We've got a big crowd out here tonight to support the Lady Cards. All right, Lauren Steinhaus. Good
Allie with the set.
Allie cannot set that quite high enough for Bronte. All right, Brooke Friesen. And Steinhaus tips it over, but I think someone may have touched the net. Point goes to Raiders.
Jennifer Herand here again on the serve, right over. Sets to Bronte, and she tips
Nice.
it right over in the pocket for the
Nice
point.
roll right over the net by Bronte Budzinski. Girls are doing pretty good with the reflex, but it seems like they're not getting the ball high enough. Ellie Dowdle's great setter. Maybe just work on it, getting it a little bit higher for the hitter.
Mallory Rivard now comes in for Ellie Dowdle.
Right on the line, point goes to Davison. It's a great hit.
The ace. Now 18-8, Raiders in the lead.
Number 4, Lauren Steinhaus, setters, hitting right over. All right, number 10 sets up 12. Nice hit by number 12. Seems like number 12 in this game, no one can really return any of her hits.
No.
She's got quite a hit. It's extremely fast and just perfect angle right down to the floor. There's no arc on it at all. It's just
Meredith Wheatley now comes in the game to serve. Right over.
Brooke Friesen returns it. Lauren Steinhaus, number 4, sets up Bronte Brzezinski. Tries to hit it over. 3 recovers it. Lindsay Fulton tries to tip it over. The blockers did not quite let her get it over, and they hit it right back over to Davison side, giving them point, bringing the score up to 28, Flushing. All right, nice serve by number 3. Lauren Steinhaus sets it up. She gets it really high. Nice for the hitter, Lindsay Fulton. Number 12 with a nice hit. Lauren
Again,
Steinhaus returns it, but she shanks it. All right, number 4 comes in for number 6. She'll probably come in. All right, and the girls get into their huddles.
We've got a timeout now here, taken by Davison.
Each team has taken 1 timeout so far in this game. I'm not quite sure what the Davison girls are doing right now.
They're just relaxing, having
smiling.
fun, trying to get back into this.
It's always good. Got to keep
Can't be too
your
serious.
spirits up. All right, Flushing gets situated, coming back out onto the court. Every Flushing girl on the court has ankle support.
Very crucial thing in volleyball.
I'm not quite sure if their coaches just want them to be safe, just in case,
It's always good to be safe.
if they all have injuries. But that was an ace by Flushing, and the score is now 8-22. Seems like the Flushing Raiders are sweeping this game.
You never know, though. Volleyball could change just like the weather here in Michigan. Meredith Wheatley on the serve with the floater
nice
over.
By number 5, Elise Millard. Brooke House hits it right over. 10 sets up 11.
Oh.
Little miscommunication. Number 12 thought 11 was going to tip it over. She ended up hitting it. I think she attempted but missed the ball, so 11 didn't have time to react.
Number 1, Emily Rabanet, the wide barrel for Flushing, comes into the game now.
And Aubrey Moore, number 14, will be serving for Davison. A nice floater right over the net. Number 2 sets it up. 10 gets it really high up. Number 2 hits it. Beautiful hit.
Shank off Aubrey Morris right off her hands.
Beautiful, beautiful hit by number 2. And she wasn't even up to the net, so it was exceptionally good.
There's a lot of power behind that one.
From back there, it's really hard to get those balls over the net, especially like that.
We've got number 8,
Substituting
Lauren
for number
Fenton,
10
coming in for Rachel Hamblin.
for the serve. Nice serve. Elise Millard shanks it right off. It was a nice up, hits Brooke Friesen. She shanks it out of bounds. One point left in the match. Number 8 serves it over. Elise Millard gets it up. Lauren Steinhaus sets up Brooke Friesen. Nice hit by Brooke Friesen.
With a very nice hit.
Right off number 2's hands. It was a nice block, but it went right off and out of bounds. Right off her fingertips. All right, so Jessica Opala now comes in as one of the hitters. Number 7, Bronte Brzezinski is serving now.
Now game point for Flushing
Nice
here.
serve right to number 1, the libero. Number 2 blocks it, tips it right over. Number 2 couldn't react, and point goes to Davison. Score is now 11-24. Raiders are up.
And
Too
that
much power.
does it for the first game. Flushing takes it 25-11. Bit of a tough game for Davison.
All right, at the end of the first game, we are now going to go to DTV's very own Katie Poniatowski with the sideline report.
Thanks, guys. It looked like Davison was a little overmatched in this game, with Flushing coming out on top. Now, Flushing is one of the better teams in the state, and they made it to the semifinals last year. If Davison wants to win this, they're going to have to step it up and watch out for the errors. Flushing has a pretty tall team this year with 4 girls over 6 feet tall, the tallest being 6'4". So we'll have to look into the second game and see how it plays out.
Come on, where's camera 1? Okay, all right. Prepare to move slowly. Prepare your slow hand.
Thank you very much, Katie. And now we're back to the game. The girls are in their huddles. They switch sides. Coaches give them their pep talks and a little bit of moral stimulation for the second game.
That's exactly what I was thinking, Ethan.
Exactly. Great word choice.
Davison's coach trying to give them a little boost here after losing the first game.
It'd be an honor for Davison to beat the Flushing Raiders this year.
Yes, it would.
Extremely good team, mostly in part due to their height.
And the fact that they're ranked in the state.
Yeah, 4th in the state. And they also have a very, very, very good coach, Sean Andrews.
Yes. Knows a lot about volleyball.
Davison also does have a very, very good coach. She's really tough on the players, Tiffany Bergdorf, but she gets the job done.
That's what it's about at the end of the day, getting the job done.
Yep, and even though they don't have any seniors this year, not one.
Not one.
It's a predominantly junior-dominated team with a few sophomores and a freshman, actually. She does a pretty good job of keeping them up.
And they come out of their huddle now, ready for the second game, hoping to get a big W here.
All right, and up at the net, we have Mallory Rivard, Conte Brzezinski, and Lindsay Fulton. And we have Lauren Steinhaus to serve. Reese Millard, Libero comes in.
Serving for Davison will be number 4, Lauren Steinhaus. Serve right over the net. Number 10 sets it. Number 13
hit by number
great hit.
Number 3, Mallory Rivard hits it, rolls it right into the net. Point goes to Flushing Raiders. She needs to keep in mind where the line is. That would have been out of bounds. All right, Brooke Friesen picks it up. Lunstein now sets it up. Mallory tips it over. Number 2 sets up number 12. Nice hit by number 12, out of bounds. Lauren Steinhaus is a good call on that one. So lets it go out of bounds.
I think that's the first hit number 12 from Flushing is head out of bounds. Then.
Yeah, she's, for the most part, very accurate. Surprising.
Consistency.
Score is now tied up 1-1. And Aubrey Moore, number 14, with the serve. She gets it right over with ease. Number 2 gets it really high up. 10 sets up 12. Nice hit by number 12. Goes right past the libero, Elise Millard's hands. Point goes to Raiders. So now Flushing will be serving. Served by number 10. Actually, number 3. I'm sorry, Meredith Wheatley. 10th grader at Flushing High School. Nice serve, right over. Nice return by Aubrey Moore. Lowenstein now sets up 10. Brooke Friesen.
Brooke
hits it
hit
right
over
over.
into the pocket.
She
She looks like she's going to come at you with a big hit and then just a nice little tip over.
Yep, she just kind of floats up there. All right, number 7, Brown Hudzinski with the serve. Nice float. Oh, out of bounds. Score is now 2-3 Raiders. Number 10, Wheatley will be serving once again. All right, nice up by Brooke Friesen. Lowenstein now sets up Mallory Rivard. Nice hit by Mallory Rivard. Little miscommunication, but they get it up. Number 12 hits it right over. And it's in. Elise Millard needs to stay conscious of where the ball is going.
She looks a little bit off her game tonight.
Well, with those balls coming so fast at you, you don't really know what to do.
I don't think I would.
It's a little confusing at times. Number 10 serving once again for Flushing. Nice photo right over. Nice up by Elise Millard. A little bit out of bounds. Lauren Steinhaus goes up there, but the official catches it. She can't really do anything anyways, but Number 10 serving once again. Friesen gets it up.
Another set to Brooke. The Brooke house
Nice.
comes in.
Nice hit by Brooke Friesen. That was one of the best hits we've seen tonight. By
Allie
Davison
Dowdle
teams.
now coming in from Allie Rivard.
Allie Dowdle has a beautiful serve. She's actually a freshman and can jump serve already. Seems that Flushing's taking a lot of starters out. 5 sets it over. Aubrey Moore returns it. 6, Allie Dowdle sets up Brooke Friesen. Nice hit by Brooke Friesen. 10 sets it up. 12, nice hit. The libero, Elise Millard, gets it up. Nice set to Brooke Friesen. She tips it over. Nice block by Lauren Steinhaus. Doesn't even have to touch her hands. Goes in the net.
Makes the score 4-5. Raiders in the lead by 1 now.
A little bit closer than the first game. Seems like we're doing a lot better. Allie Dowdle with the serve now. We'll see if she does her jump serve or if she just hits it right over. Number 2. Number 2 shanks it out of bounds. Libero and defense specialist can't even get there in time. Nice attempt though. Allie Dowdle's on a roll. Brighton's in the net. That's one of the disadvantages, her height. She's the smallest player on the team, and especially from that distance, it's hard to get it over the net sometimes. But nice hit by Brooke House. Number 1, libero gets it up. 10 sets it up for 12. She bumps it over. Elise Millard's. Oh, number 12, Jessica Opla tries to hit it, goes right into the net. Bounces right back off the net. Elise Millard, Allie Dowdle both go for the ball. They aren't successful. It's extremely hard to get the ball up when there's 3 players coming at it at one time, but good reaction. Number 12 for Flushing Raiders, not serving now. Right over to Aubrey Moore. Aubrey Moore with the up. Allie Dowdle, number 6, tries to go for the ball. It's a little bit past the bench here, but
Would have been nice to see a diving effort over the chairs, but don't want to risk the injury.
it's entertainment, though.
Yes.
All right, number 12, Flushing, serving once again. Whitney Hears, one of the tallest, 6'2 and a half. She's an 11th grader. All right, right to Brooke Friesen. She gets it up. Allie Dowdle sets up Brooke Friesen. Nice tip right over to number 10. 2 sets it up. Although there wasn't a lot of height on number 2's set, 15 managed to tip that over. And Davison couldn't quite get that up, but point goes to Flushing Raiders. Nice up by Elise Millard. Just
Shank
over the net
right
and
off
out
her
of bounds.
knuckles.
It's nice to see the libero playing on the floor, though. Sometimes you see those teams where the libero doesn't even want to get down and dirty, but
Gotta
just
do it,
have
man.
to.
Gotta get the job done.
Yep.
At least is willing to.
It's a good quality. All right, number 6 sets up 4, Lauren Steinhaus. She hits it right over. 2 sets up 5. Oh,
Aubrey
Moore.
tries to return it, but just shanks it right off her hand.
Nice attempt, though.
As the Raiders take an 11-5 lead here in the second game after winning the first.
All right, number 12 will be serving once again for Flushing. Whitney Hears. Nice jump serve right over the net to Aubrey Moore. Number 6, Allie Dowdle
Set
sets
to the
up
Brook
Friesen.
house.
Hits it right over 1. The libero returns it. Nice hit by number 12. You try to block it. It goes right over the net, out of bounds. So point goes to Davison, and now number 10, Brooke Friesen, will be serving. Hopefully we'll get a glimpse of her jump serve.
Lindsay Fulton comes in for Aubrey Moore now.
Bit too much power. We've seen quite a bit of power from Brooke Friesen tonight.
It's either a lot of power or it's just a little finesse with her.
All right, Flushing serve. Number 1, the libero. Emily Rydent, right into the net. All right, number 5, Elise Millard to Davison. Libero will be serving. Nice floater right over. Number 2. Number 10 sets up 15. She hits it right over. 5 gets it up. Lauren Steinhaus tries to get her up over the hitters. But
Great diving try, but just
any success. She goes right out of bounds. Davison Cardinals seem a little discouraged. They've been putting up quite a fight so far, though. Another net serve by Flushing Raiders. Lauren Steinhaus will be serving now. All right. We now have Mallory Rivard, Conte Sinski, and Lindsay playing front. Nice block by Lindsay Fulton. But they blocked
Flushing
her right
touches
back.
net, and it is Davison point.
All right, and we will see a replay of that last play, or 2 plays ago. And as you can see, nice serve. Flushing, nice hit by Flushing. Alidado gets it up.
Great.
Elise Millard gets it over to Lauren Steinhaus, shanks it right out of bounds. All right, the score now is 11-13 Raiders.
And we're making a bit of a comeback here in the second game.
Lauren Steinhaus would float it right over, but a little bit out of bounds. All right, serve again up.
Number 6, Jennifer Horan comes into the game to serve. Right over the net to Brooke.
Brooke Friesen. Number 3 sets her up. Lindsay Fulton just returns it, puts it right over the net. Number 2 sets up 12. She goes up for the hit. 13 goes up for the hit. She misses the ball.
Bit of a whiff there, I could say.
Yep. Setter needs to be getting those balls up a little bit higher, especially for a girl of that height. All right, number 14, Aubrey Moore, now be serving for Davison. Nice hit. She's a very consistent server. All right, number 12 with the hit. Elise Millard gets that ball up there for Lauren Steinhaus. Oh, it goes right off the ceiling. Nice try by Elise. She tries to get it over, but instead of going over the net, goes up. All right, number 3 for Flushing. We'll be serving now, Meredith Wheatley. One of the younger players on the team. Hits it right over to Elise Millard. Elise Millard gets it to Lauren Steinhaus. Lauren Steinhaus sets up. Bronson not quite high enough. Nice set by Lauren Steinhaus. Brooke with the hit. Hits it right to number 2. Number 3 passes it over to 12. Lauren Steinhaus sets it up. Aubrey Moore set. Brooke Friesen tips it over. Bronte gets it up.
Great
Lauren
rally
Steinhaus
here.
gets it over. Oh, Flushing blocks. Bronte Uzinski goes down for the return. She tries to get that ball up there, but in the position she was in, especially on the floor, she couldn't really swing her arms enough, get enough power to get that ball up. All right, number 3 serves. Aubrey Moore with the set. Brooke hits it over. Nice block. Number 3 sets it up, but no one's there to hit it. A little miscommunication, so pointless Flushing. Score is now 17-12. Flushing Raiders are up.
Davison takes the timeout now, try to regroup. I believe if Davison can't come out on top on this one, that means game over. Or no, it's 3.
Yeah, and varsity will actually play 3 out of 5. And JV and freshman, they play 2 out of 3, so no matter what happens, we'll be playing one more game.
Davison returns from the timeout. Number 3, Meredith Wheatley serving for Flushing.
Nice floater right over, a little bit too far. Good call by Davison Cardinals. They call that out and they don't hit it. And point goes to Cards. We're only down by 4 now. I remember it was just a few minutes ago that I was saying, I think the score was like 8-15 or something.
And now
And you're talking about how they could make a comeback, and I guess you proved that they can make a comeback.
right Right you are, Ethan.
Nice tip on number 3. She gets it right over. Number 5 sets it over.
Lauren
Number
Heinhaus
4,
sets to Brooke.
Steinhaus sets to Brooke. Yep.
Brooke comes in with a great hit.
Would have been a nice block by Flushing, but they hit it right outside the antennas, and it's out of bounds. So point goes to Davison. Kelsey Sharan with a nice floater right over. Number 6 sets it up. 12 sets up to 10. She sets it right over. Number 3 goes for it.
Right in the pocket. Mallory just couldn't dive and get it.
Nice attempt. No one was even there, but Mallory managed to get there. It's not quite in time. All right, number 10, Wheatley will be serving for Flushing once again. Rachel Hamlin, actually. Barely over the net. Great serve. Number 12, 10 sets it over. 14, nice up. Mallory Rivard gets it back in the game. Elise Millard hits it right over. Number 10 sets up. Number 12, nice hit. Right off number 4. They keep it in play. But number 4, Lauren Steinhaus is the last hit. Only 3 hits allowed, and she tries to get it up, but she can't get it up quite high enough when you're on the ground. Nice rally, though. Nice set by number 4. Brooke goes up like she's going to hit it.
Just
tips it
good
right
little
over.
finesse shot right over.
Nice up by Aubrey Moore. It's number 3, tips it right into the pocket, but they keep the ball in play. Now Aubrey Moore, nice up. Nice set by Lauren Steinhaus. Mallory Rivard hits it. She just...
Number 10 shanks it out of bounds for Flushing. Rachel Hamblin.
Ball's just going back and forth so fast. Sometimes the girls get disoriented.
Allie Dowdle now. Number 6 comes in, the freshman with the serve. Maybe we'll get a glimpse of the jump serve.
All right, nice up at number 12. 10 sets up number 2. Nice hit. Aubrey Moore returns it. Number 6 sets it up. Allie Dowdle to Brooke House. She hits it over. Beautiful hit, but a little bit too far. And we will now have a replay on that last play. If we still have that replay available. All right, number 14, Aubrey Moore sets it up.
Allie sets to Brooke. Oh, fake out. Lauren Steinhaus.
Puts it right over with ease. Number 2, the setter for Flushing, and number 15. Number 2 doesn't even have to get that ball high up, as we've seen earlier. Number 15 always manages to get it over, no matter how high that ball's set. They have some good chemistry going on there, I think. All right, now number 12, the serving for the Flushing Raiders. Right into the net. They'll celebrate. Point
Now
goes to Davison.
Davison serve. Brooke Friesen here. Get a glimpse, see her jump serve now.
All right. Brooke Friesen with the jump serve. Beautiful. All right, number 2 sets up number 15. She tips it over out of bounds. So point goes to Davison. Brooke Friesen continues to serve. Number 10.
21-17. Raiders in the lead here. Davison trying to make a late game push.
Beautiful serve by number 10, Brooke Friesen. Number 2 sets up 10. She hits it over. Nice block by Davison. Jessica Opla keeps it in play. Allie Dowdle sets it to Brooke Friesen. Nice hit by Brooke Friesen. Point goes to Davison. The girls are on fire.
Fire!
They're definitely making a comeback. That was a little bit creepy, Tony.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
All right, Brooke Friesen with the jump serve once again. She goes up there. Right over.
Beautiful serve right over the net.
Just barely over the net. All right, number 2 sets up number 5. She just pushes it over. Lauren Steinhaus sets up Lindsay Fulton. Oh.
Shank by Lindsay Fulton.
Rolls right off her hand, which can be expected. She's a JV player playing in the varsity game for the first time.
Actually, she's a varsity player now, at least for this game.
I guess you could consider her a varsity player.
We'll give her the day.
She's actually on JV also as a freshman, so she's been pretty consistently good. Brooke Friesen sets up Lindsay Fulton. Nice hit by Lindsay Fulton. Oh,
Brooke
hits it. Brooke tries to return it, but unsuccessful.
Shanks right out of bounds.
Lindsay Fulton definitely makes a comeback, though, from that last play. She makes up for it. All right, so number 1, the libero for Flushing is hitting. Emily Rydent. Right over, Brooke Friesen returns. All right, Allie Dowdle sets up Jessica Opla. She tries to tip it over. Too many hits. They had 4 hits. 3 hits allowed. So point goes to Flushing Raiders. Score is now 18-24. 1 more point left in this game. That goes right over to Lisa Millard, the libero.
Allie
Number 6, Allie
sets
Dowdle,
to Brooke.
sets up Brooke Friesen. Goes right over to the libero for Flushing. 15 hits it. Nice return by Allie Dowdle. They keep it in play. Brooke Friesen sets it right to the hitter. Lindsay Fulton just bumps it over. Number 2 sets it over right into the hole. Allie Dowdle's there. Lauren Steinhaus sets up Brooke Friesen. Brooke Friesen goes in for the hit, but it
Puts
goes
it right in
into
the
the net.
net.
All right, and that's the end of this game. And we will now see a replay before going over to Katie Poniatowski. And as you can see, nice hit by Flushing. Nice return. Aubrey Moore gets right up in there.
Sets
Brooke
right to
Friesen
Brooke.
tips it right over into the hole. They keep it in play. Number 12 hits it. Nice hit. Brooke Friesen keeps in play. Mallory Rivard tips it right over into the hole. But they keep it in play. And number libero for Flushing hits it right over. They set it up. And they push it right over. Push it right over. A little miscommunication with Flushing.
Shanks right out of bounds by Flushing. A great rally.
All right, and now we'll go to Katie Poniatowski.
Flushing played pretty strong in the first game, but in the second game we saw a lot more substitutions. Davison picked up their game a little bit, but it still wasn't enough to beat Flushing, even though they beat their own score from the first game. Davison has a lot of young players on the team this year and no seniors, so if they want to pull through and win this, they're going to have to work really hard.
And thank you, Katie.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Tony. All right, the girls are in their huddles, and they're getting ready for their third game. That last game was extremely close. The girls made a very good comeback.
Just wasn't enough. Hopefully Flushing won't come into our own house and sweep us out 3-0.
Yep. As you can see over in the stands, not quite sure if you guys can see it, but the girls varsity JV and freshman teams are
Trying to
pumping up the crowd. It's got Brittany Walters over there with the foam finger.
She's a character.
She definitely is. All right, and the girls are getting out of their huddles. Davison's back out on the court, and Flushing comes out right now.
Flushing in some sort of arm cross huddle.
Doesn't quite work out because some of those girls can't reach some of the other girls' arms because they've got some height on that team. Number 13, 6'4". She's only a sophomore.
Only a sophomore.
That's crazy.
Let's go switch cameras one more time. There you go.
Flushing now in the huddle here, as we were talking about.
Go, ladies. Switch your camera.
It's an interesting little cheer.
Brittany, in between games like that, you should
All right, Davison situated and ready to go.
Number 4 for Flushing, Ashley Brinley serving, senior. She hits it, puts it right over
Right
the
over.
net. Great
Perfect serve.
serve.
Number 4, Lauren Steinhaus sets up Bronte Udzinski, hits it right over. Number 2 keeps it in play, and number 10 tips it right over into a hole. So point goes to Flushing. It seems like Flushing's been getting the first point in every one of these games.
And those haven't ended up too good.
All right, and that's served by number 4. All right, serving for Davison, number 4, Lauren Steinhaus. She's a setter for Davison. She hits it right over number 2, keeps it in play. 10 sets up number 2, and she hits it once again. Nice hit by number 2, but it's a little too far and it goes out of bounds. It's extremely odd angle, and she still manages to get it right over in that perfect hit. It's a little bit too far. Lauren Steinhaus serve now. Libero returns it. 10 sets up 5. She tips it over right to Mallory Rivard. Lauren Steinhaus sets up number 14 or 10, Brooke House.
Number 2, Ashley Horan tries to put it back over, but shanks it out of bounds.
Yep, and there's so much speed coming at you, especially from Brooke House. It's not too easy to return those balls. All right, Lauren Steinhaus with the serve once again. Nice hit.
Number 10
All right,
sets to number 12 and just hits it right over. You can't stop that.
She has a perfect angle. She just jumps up there. She can get pretty much her whole body over the net.
Barely even a jump, more of a hop.
She doesn't even have to Most hitters have to snap their wrist to get it to go over the net, but she just has this angle. She can just keep her arms straight and just
Plow
hit it.
through the
Yep.
ball.
All right, number 4, Lauren Steinhaus sets up Lindsay Fulton. She hits it right over. 2 hits. She plays it off the net, number 11, but she hits it twice, so. Point goes to Cardinals now.
Number 5, Samantha Stein coming in for number 3.
For the first time, the
Meredith
Cardinals
Wheatley.
are up. Scores 4-2. We'll see how this third game goes.
Hopefully Davison can pull out a win.
Aubrey Moore with the serve. Nice floater right over the net. Number 12 sets it up. 10 sets up number 11. She hits it right over. Libero keeps it in play. Forward. Lauren Steinhaus sets up Brookhouse. Nice hit. Blockers were there, but
Just too much Brookhouse.
way too much. All right, number 14, Aubrey Moore, serving once again. All right. Number 12 just sets that right up there.
Aubrey
Moore.
almost gets her head taken off, but it gets out of the way quick enough for Davison to get the point.
And you can see, you could have seen the JV and freshman teams pumping up the varsity team, doing a pretty good job because it seems like it's really helping out since the score's 5-3 and we're up in this game.
Yes.
So number 10 for Flushing is now serving. Disappointing, we haven't seen any jump serves from Flushing yet. Number 4 tries to tip it over Lauren Steinhaus, but they block it and puts it right back over. Lauren doesn't even see it coming. Neither does Bronte Brzezinski, so we don't get it over, and the point goes Flushing.
Rachel Hamblin again on the serve for Flushing, right over the net to Aubrey.
Nice
She sets
set
it up
by
to
Lauren
Brooke, and
Steinhaus.
Brooke just comes in and hits it right over, but blocked.
10 pushes it over to Aubrey Moore. She pushes it up the net.
Mallory
Lauren
hits it over,
Steinhaus.
just puts it right in the net.
Nice set by Lauren Steinhaus, but it doesn't seem like Mallory could get quite enough height on that one before the in position to the ball. So number 10 is now serving, Flushing once again. Right to Brooke Friesen. She passes it up to Lauren Steinhaus. Then she goes in for the hit.
Brooke with a great hit.
Libero's there. And there's a little argument between the coaches and the official. They think that the ball should have been in play still, but it was apparent that the ball hit the floor, and also it may have been considered a lift. The ball goes so fast sometimes you're not quite sure what's happening, so I think they're going to replay that maybe.
Yes, they are going to replay that.
All right, number 4, Aubrey Moore tries to pass it up to the setter. A little bit too much power. The setter couldn't get there in time. So the ball still goes to the Flushing Raiders. And Rachel Hamlin is still serving. Senior at Flushing High School.
Here she is with the serve. Puts it right over the net.
Nice serve.
Lindsay
Lindsay
sets
Fulton
it.
returns it. Bronte Brzezinski keeps that ball in play. The blockers go up for
A
the
little
hit.
miscommunication there by number 11 and 12.
Both go in for the hit, but neither one of them actually hits the ball.
A little bit of what I like to call a whiff.
Yep. Kelsey Schran comes in for the serve now. Right over to number 12. She puts it into play. They play it off the net.
Davison with the point again as they take the lead now, 7-6.
Flushing girl went under the net. All right, so Kelsey Schran. A little bit too much power by Kelsey Schran. Flushing now Flushing will now serve. I said scared because that height is definitely intimidating me.
Ethan is very scared.
I'm scared for my life, actually.
Number 12 now. Whitney, here he's on the serve.
Beautiful
with the jump serve right over the net.
First jump serve we've seen from Flushing tonight.
Set right to Brooke, and she comes in with a great hit, but just gets a piece of the net and the blockers.
Lindsay Fulton keeps that ball in play. Blockers block that and tip it right over the net. Brooke Friesen doesn't even try to go for it. Lindsay Fulton goes up there to hit it, or to keep it in play, but couldn't quite get there in time. I think she kind of gave up a little bit, but Flushing now the serve.
With the jump serve again. Set to Brooke, and Brooke puts it right over. Great hit for the point. Allie Dowdle now coming in for the serve.
Allie Dowdle's getting a lot of play time tonight as a freshman,
Yes.
and she shines every time she plays. All right, Allie Dowdle. Nice serve right over the net. 15 tries to go in for the hit. She hits it right into the net. Allie Dowdle with the serve once again.
Right over.
Great serve. Libero
Number 2.
returns it.
That's number 11.
Really good reaction. Seems like the Flushing setter doesn't quite get those balls up too high. She kind of just passes them to the hitter and expects them to get them over. But with that height, they're pretty successful at that.
Number 1 now, the Libero for Flushing. Emily Rand with the serve.
Nice set by Allie
sets
Dowdle.
to Brooke. Great hit, but just a little bit too much power again. It just goes out of bounds.
The sound from her hitting that ball echoed throughout the gym. Score is now 9-10. Flushing Raiders only up by 1. Brooke Friesen, nice return. Gets it right up to Allie Dowdle. She
Set
sets
to
up
Brooke
Brooke
again
House.
and just block.
Beautiful block by Flushing, number 15. Especially proud of herself, if you could see her face right now. Number 1, Libero. Flushing, serving once again. Right over to Brooke Friesen. Allie Dowdle
with the
sets
set
up
to
Brooke.
Blocked again.
Play it right off the net. Allie Dowdle keeps that ball in play. 2 sets up number 5. She hits it right over. Lindsay Fulton thinks it's going to be out of bounds. A little misjudgment right there.
And once again, Flushing looks to be running away with this one as it is now 9-12.
We're only down by 3. We've still got some hope in this game to remain optimistic. Number 1 hits it right over. Lindsay Fulton returns it. 12, Jessica Opla hits it over. Great comeback for the Cards.
Libero, Emily Berlin just shanks it right out. Davison gets the point. Maybe you're right, Ethan.
Yep. Lindsay didn't have quite a good pass to the setter, but they kept that ball in play and it came out in their benefit. So number 10, Brooke Friesen with the jump serve. A little bit too much power from Brookhouse. We've been seeing a lot of power from Brookhouse tonight. This ball will now go to Flushing. Number 2 serving for Flushing, Ashley Horan. Libero, Elise Millard returns it. Allie Dowdle
Allie
sets
it up for Lindsay.
Lindsay gets it. 15 hits it right over Allie Dowdle. Nice up by Allie Dowdle. Lindsay sets up Brooke Friesen. Brooke Friesen hits it right to the Libero. And officials call penalty on that play. And it was called on 15. Technical error. 10 keeps in play. 15 hits it right over Elise Millard with the up. Allie Dowdle sets it back to Lauren. Nice block by Flushing.
A little bit more miscommunication there by Davison, but they get away with it.
Brooke Friesen gets it over. So number 15 hits it right into the pocket. No one can get there anytime. Brooke's still on the ground from that last play. Still down by 3, Flushing Raiders. Score 14. Allie Dowdle sets up Lindsay Fulton. She hits it right over. Number 1, the Libero tries to return it. Hits off the net. 10
Great
gets it
save
over.
by number
Nice
5.
save. Allie Dowdle sets up Lauren Steinhaus. She hits it over. Number 2 keeps it in play. Nice block by Davison. Number 2 sets up 12. Nice hit by 12 right in the pocket. So be sure to come out here or tune in next Tuesday, October 14th, for our next broadcast versus Grand Blanc. That should be an extremely exciting game.
That'll be a doozy.
Not quite as exciting as Flushing, but
still a good Big 9 rivalry.
Yep. Brooke Friesen, nice hit. It would have been out of bounds, but number 1 returns it. Number 12 with the hit right over into the pocket. Elise Millard tries to keep it in play.
Now 17-11, Flushing in the lead.
Allie Dowdle sets up Lindsay Fulton. Nice hit by Lindsay Fulton. Beautiful. Great hit. I think that was probably one of the best hits we've seen tonight.
Mallory now coming in for Allie. Lauren Steinhaus on the serve.
Score is now 12-16. The Raiders are up.
Lauren puts it right over. Number 10 sets to number 12.
Nice
And
block
it's
by
blocked
3 and
by
7.
Mallory Rivard.
Lindsay Fulton keeps the ball in play. Hits one of the posts though. All right, Freeze now coming in for number 5. Meredith Wheatley should be serving for Flushing. Sits it right over. Brooke Friesen returns. Lauren Steinhaus sets up Brooke Friesen. Nice hit by Brooke Friesen. Right inbounds, right on the line.
Ashley Horan thought that would be
Perfect
out,
hit.
but just a little misjudgment there. Give
Yep.
Davison the point.
I don't think they even had any time to react to that.
No, that's how fast it was.
All right, for Davison, Aubrey Moore will be serving now. It's a very consistent serve. Gets it right over. Number 2 gets that up. Number 10 sets up 11. 11 with a nice hit. Aubrey Moore keeps it in play. She's all over tonight, and Brooke Friesen hits it right into the net. Point goes to Flushing Raiders. Score is now 13-18 Raiders. Elise Millard gets that ball up there. Brooke Friesen, nice hit. Number 3 shanks
Great
it out.
dig.
Brooke 4 keeps it in play. And 3 hits it right back over. Number 4 sets up Brooke Friesen. Brooke Friesen tries to tip it over. She keeps it in play though. Number 3 sets it. She pushes it right over to number 10, Flushing. Nice hit by number 11, but it's out of bounds. Point goes to Davison, bringing the score up to 14-18. Only down by 4 now. Making a comeback.
There's hope.
All right. Number 12 for Flushing. Whitney Hears will now be serving.
First time we've seen her serving tonight.
Yep.
Great jump serve. Right over to Elise.
All right, number 4.
Lauren
Lauren
Steinhaus,
Steinhaus.
that's by Mallory.
Number 2 sets it up to 11. She pushes it over. Elise sets
Lauren
it up.
sets to Brooke, and
Yep.
the Brooke house comes in with great hit.
All right, now Allie Dowdle will be serving for Davison. Maybe we'll get to see her jump serve. I don't think we have yet tonight.
No, we haven't, and we will not.
She wants to play it safe, I
Great
guess.
serve, though.
2 gets it right up there. 15. 15 with a nice hit. But good judgment by Allie Dowdle. I'm not quite sure if she thought of that as being out, but she went to hit it and missed it, so I guess she lucked out.
She did. She went to go hit it, and she pulled back from it.
Yep. She hits it right over with ease. Number 2, like I was saying, she doesn't really get that ball up there when she sets it. So no, there wasn't quite enough time for the hitters to react. Just didn't act in their benefit tonight. But number 6 serving once again. Allie Dowdle right over the net. Number 2 gets it up.
Oh, great play they have there.
Nice
Set
hit.
right into 15. She just puts it down.
Goes right off the Davison girls' arms.
Now 20-17. Flushing's in the lead.
All right, Ribeiro gets it right over. Elise Millard gets it up. Aubrey Moore gets it up, passes it up to the hitter. Brooke
Great little
Friesen tips
finesse
that
shot
right
over
over.
the net.
Yep. She always finishes it off. All right, now Brooke Friesen serving. Ribeiro, nice return. 10 sets up 5. Nice hit by number 5. Brooke Friesen keeps it in play, but shanks it. So much spin coming off of that ball, especially from the hitters. It's hard to keep that ball, pass that ball and keep control of it where you want it to go. All right, Elise gets it up.
Allie.
Sets up Jessica Opala. Jessica Opala, it seems like there's a little miscommunication. She wasn't sure if Lauren Steinhaus was going to hit that ball or if she was supposed to get it. She ended up getting it. It was a little bit late. So it goes out of bounds. Number 2, continuing to serve. Bad judgment by Davison, and they thought that the ball was going to be out, but it was in, so point goes to Flushing.
Now 23-18. Flushing only needs 2 more points. Come into Davison's gym and sweep them 3-0. Hopefully we can make a comeback here.
Number 10 goes right off her forearm.
The Friesen shank.
Yep.
Now game point for Flushing.
And this, they win this. We'll wrap up the game.
So just tell him to get a shaking hands and get whatever.
All right, nice up by Bronte Dubzinski. Brooke Friesen passes over to Lindsay Fulton. She just gets it over.
Libero.
Nice block by Lindsay Fulton.
And a little miscommunication there by Flushing. There's still hope for Davison.
Number 10 was hoping that number 2 would play it off the neck. She couldn't hit it once, or again, because she had already hit it once, so there wasn't really anything anyone could do.
At least with the serve right over the net. Number 10.
Nice set by number 10.
Sets right over, and that, oh, great effort, but that's going to do it.
Nice effort by the Lady Cards tonight. They put up quite a fight for
Quite a long time.
Yeah, especially against such a great school. All right, but thank you for tuning in tonight in the girls varsity volleyball game. And we will see you back here again next Tuesday versus Grand Blanc.
Another great Big 9 showdown.
Yep.
I'm Tony Campbell.
And I'm Ethan Hall. And have a good night, and we'll see you back here Tuesday.